have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep. We're finally where we belong.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Shame on that!
I was way off.
But shut up, Wesley.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's a woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Out of it.
Get into it.
Low profile. Look at the word. Low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurt like a
That's all, brother. I had it.
Terrorism is stochastic or otherwise is the only thing I think we could call what Stephen Lee is doing to the chat. Now, beforehand, it's good because it's engagement. Afterwards, I must insist on at least $1, $2 super chats per spam messages of whatever the hell you have against Gooch, which I love because Gooch, you are responsible for all of the things. Did you know that? You are. If it happened in history, you did it.
I'm told Gooch runs the media and the financial system.
How
dare you? How dare you?
And thankfully, he likes
Back
Brad.
to work.
Yep. Yep. You went the whole thing. Erwin, pleasure to have you here on this.
Shut up, Badger. Shut up.
Oh,
Expedition 33 is not only game of the year, it's arguably the best game ever made. All right. Sorry to interrupt, Badger. What were you saying?
Continue. I'm surprised you like it as much as you do.
God dang it, man. I'm more like a multiplayer shooter kind of guy. I don't do a lot of single player story. God dang it, the story is so good. I never talk to NPCs. I button mash through dialogue so hard. I don't give up. But this game, every little person you talk to, there's so many little magical
people.
All of a sudden, like stories where I'm like, wait,
little
you're just a random NPC with 4 lines of dialogue, and you just made me feel something. What the? It's so good. I'm so glad I'm doing it as my first big video for the channel. I freaking love it. You should all play it now because you have to watch my video and you're going to play it after, and then some of it's going to be spoiled and whatnot. So you might as well go ahead and play it now. It's on Game Pass. Do it. Do it.
That was an excellent commercial for it.
Promo code Erwin. Expedition 33. It's in the name.
NPCs. You're used to
How dare you?
Oh.
How dare you?
Good to have you back, Erwin.
Absolute pleasure.
The energy is infectious, and I'm going to need it. I'm on a lean mixture. Gooch.
Oh,
I'm just glad I don't have to do the Erwin impersonation this night. Oh yeah. Well, I have had a few.
Drink. I drink vicariously now. I love it. Oh, don't make that face. Real men don't make that
Manscape. Face. It's in the name.
It's not.
It is. Intro done.
I don't. That's it. Okay. Wow. Leon. Yeah. Hi. How are you? You look well rested. First stream of the day.
No, not first stream of the day. I am well rested though. After getting off work last night, I was like, all right, I am gonna take a quick nap before I play some video games. Quick nap turned into 12 hours until waking up to go to work today. So let me tell you, I'm feeling froggy fresh.
Can we play the over under? Was he wearing jeans or not wearing jeans?
Jeans.
Jean jacket.
Not wearing jeans. Wrong. He's in my Beetlejuice sweats. I am wearing jeans now though because I had to get.
I think we might have converted him, folks. We might have, and not the way we were hoping to the straight, but it's all right.
Wait, Leon sleeps in jeans?
Damn it.
He's used to.
Okay, Erwin. Let me explain.
Well, I'm good at predicting Leon stuff, so sorry, I'm adding it to the database.
Under the covers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just happened to fall asleep wearing what I'm wearing that going to the point of passing out.
Mm-hmm. They're more comfortable. Like a homeless person. Exactly.
You literally, generally, once you unbutton it, you don't even have to unzip. You literally unbutton it and it just falls off, and you take 2 steps as you climb into bed.
You think Leon's wearing loose enough jeans to do that? No chance.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
first of all, fuck you.
You do a little dance.
Second of all, you underestimate how often I don't even sleep in my bed. I just fall asleep here at my computer center.
Oh,
Like
that is also depressing.
Oh.
Like a homeless person with a
I
computer.
go until the point of exhaustion, whether it be video streaming, playing video games, whatever it may be.
Leon?
Until what?
Now, be honest with me, because Rat and I have said this to each other, and any gamer really. Do you treat your video game characters better than you treat yourself? Like in a game where, like, do you like make sure they sleep and eat and get rest and all that and pamper them? But you yourself, you could, yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Sure.
I also can't be evil in video games. I have to be the good guy.
What is wrong with
Me
you
too. Me too. I've done it, but I feel dirty doing it, and it's never a
Exactly. I'll
mainline
do it
save.
if I have to for achievements or something, but God, it hurts.
How did I
Moxie,
end up here?
You
Hello.
soldier. You can check out, but you can never leave, Gooch. Moxie,
Yeah.
you do an AI stream. How do you feel about doing evil things or fun things? Is it? Do you feel
Oh.
conflicted?
It can be hilarious.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Excellent. How are you? Everything looks good. I mean, the picture behind you looks good. That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Doing okay.
I like your blinds, Moxie.
Thank you.
So
I turn them away so you don't get too much of a glow.
Yeah.
Because the sun's still up here.
All right. Elephant in the room. Where's Katie, Andy? You know the
Working.
rule.
It's working.
I was assumed to be a murder
I don't like
Minecraft
it.
situation.
I don't
She'll
like
be
it.
she'll be right back. She had to go
That's fine.
check on her work down the road quickly.
Down the road.
She's
and you-
pooping.
Don't talk about
I would just have her take the camera in with her. Like she would just,
Your microphone on.
do that right there. Shout out, Andy. You saw How to Train Your Dragon, correct?
We did.
Excellent. Excellent.
Were you happy that so many Africans like you were represented?
It was so nice to see the real history. None of this all white Viking crap. Like, bro,
Asians,
we was Vikings and shit,
Inuit,
dog. Yeah.
black.
Oh,
yeah.
Mine and Moxie's people were Vikings too. It turns out.
Yeah, you found yourself to Australia down under, but it turns out first your people were Vikings.
We was.
Congratulations.
We was Vikings, bro. All of us. We were all Vikings. Isn't that night? Actually, I did not see any Latin. Where the fuck was my Latin Viking at? Okay.
Is that why his VTuber model has that fuzzy hat he wears on top?
It looks like a beret, but it's
Was there a Viking going, hey, forget about it? Was
You
there
need
any of
horns.
those?
Yeah.
Well, that one
Yeah.
chick that looked a little
No.
cross.
There, you had like the native representation. I'm not sure you got any Italian representation though. Ooh, the
Yeah, were
tardy
you able to see
guy?
How to Train Your Dragon?
No, we're watching that this weekend. Gonna watch the original and the new one tomorrow, hopefully.
Man,
Watch the
Maybe
new
with-
one first. Yeah.
I would maybe switch or invert that watch to watching just
Yeah.
this on its own and then watching the original to remind you what good things are like.
Is it that bad?
No, I've been rethinking it. I don't know. It depends. No, yes, have issues, and we'll talk about them.
They
But
have a council of woke that only exists to explain why everything is so diverse.
Badger,
I would
buddy?
send Ice to
Badger?
rate all of
Bad-
them.
Badger, how many C4s have you had?
Not enough. Mr. Techrat,
I haven't even finished a shot yet.
regale us.
Of my
Regale us
menagerie?
with your menagerie of bling
Oh, my.
flare. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's some woman spreading right there.
Kite Man.
Kite Man is finally coming out at McFarlane, and I will
Finally getting-
I will get it.
And a Mirror Master.
Is that Superman in the bottom left?
Yeah,
He's
It's
bouncing off the
the-
camera.
Popcorn
He's heating
bucket.
He's heating up the butter.
Oh no,
Oh.
Superman.
Oh no,
No,
oh,
there you go.
there he is.
It's the movie Novocaine.
Okay, Elio, which is gonna lose all the fucking money.
It's Kite Man.
Surprisingly enough, it looks like it's actually going to be good.
Oh, forgive
The
me.
last trailer for Elio actually looked good.
I don't think it's gonna be bad, but I don't think people are gonna go
Yeah.
to see it in the amount that they
No.
need to make
No,
up
no.
for its like insane price tag because of all the delays and reshoots. And
You're smart. You wait a month maybe for
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Novocaine, why
To be fair.
Novocaine? You,
I just watched it.
To be
It's
fair,
actually
though,
decent.
my autistic child does not like watching movies. She actually keeps saying she wants to watch Elio. So I don't know if
Really?
that's Happy Meals talking or whatever, but I don't know.
Uh,
Isn't it the voice of the kid from the Star Wars show recently? Isn't that the blue kid from?
Oh, well, if it's Neil, I'll go see it.
Neil?
Oh wow.
Yeah, if it's Neil, I'll go see it just for Neil.
I think he's the alien voice.
But then you get the woke Indian woman and Zoe Saldana, they, them.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Oh, hi, Katie.
Hi.
You have to polish your glass eye and make sure that it was.
No, I had to go deal with an issue, but I'm back.
Okay.
I'm here.
Good. Shout out. Hey, guys, how was your 28 days later stream?
It was great. The movie's amazing. Had fun.
You liked it?
We got to see. Yeah, we got to watch Nia and Goodwin argue, which was amazing.
Goodwin argued.
Are arguing?
What was Goodwin?
I was uncomfortable.
Yes.
Oh, there
I
he
was
is.
scared.
What was the point of contention?
I'll say
Just
Nia
real quick.
too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the believability of motivations. Like you've got Major Henry West, who's kind of perverse in his morals, and he's trying to justify what he wants to do with Selena and Hannah to satiate his crew. I basically argued that it's coming from a warped sense of what they need to do to survive, and then you've got the counterpoint of Sergeant Farrell, who believes that that the infection hasn't spread across to the rest of the world. So basically we were arguing about we were nitpicking. He was nitpicking. I was shutting down the nitpicks that he was proposing.
Sounds like something. Yeah.
It was a good discussion.
By the way, Niet was objectively correct.
He mostly is. Yes.
We took our dinner to our bedrooms and had dinner in our bedrooms until Mommy and Daddy were done fighting. And then
That's the abusive drunken uncle that keeps coming to Thanksgiving, even though what are we gonna do? Lock the door on him. He knows where we live, and it's all right. Shout out Goodwin. By the way, I know it's a joke, but like we call ABF War Master for a reason. Shout out to ABF. He's off doing War Master things.
We need to stop that. We're going to meme that into reality. I think we are the reason why there's missile exchanges going on. We need to stop joking about War Master ABF.
How
as long as it's happening over there, who cares?
For now, and then bam, you War Master ABF before you know it.
ABF is Nicolas Cage from Lord of War. He's supplying like arms to both like Israel and Iran.
No. He doesn't like that. I once joked that he worked for the CIA, and he threatened me to never talk about it again. Do not.
They probably contacted
for a reason.
All right.
Do not imply he's a Fed.
We've got some beautiful pre-stream legends here, or current stream legends. Lord Comet for 2, playing Dune right now, 10 hours in so far. Hi, Angry Badger. Hi, Comet. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Dune Awakening. That's a fucking resource management.
Why would you do
MMO?
that? With
Expedition 33.
More gaming. That's.
But you beat Claire Obscura Expedition 33 and then play Dune. Got it. Yes, correct.
Which, when you say shit like that, I don't know if you realize how fucking retarded you sound. Like, there's no such thing as. Yes, more gaming until I die.
Yes, I've retarded one.
Correct.
As soon as he finishes Oblivion again, he'll maybe think about playing Dune after he plays Skyrim a second time.
Which just got patched. Thank you.
He just got disconnected from the back, and he's just like,
Steven. Yeah,
he doesn't.
Let me come back to the real world and deal with the Jews attacking Iran and igniting every fucking religious prophecy ever. Great. Let's talk about that.
Plug it back in. Plug it back in.
The Skyrim yak meat is just as delicious. He'd rather just go in and enjoy.
Rather go talk about the Elden Ring
Have you tried
Dominion.
Wait, you have MetaQuest. Can you do Skyrim VR? I want to try it.
And I haven't, because even I know that would be a bad idea.
You adopted a child. You've got all these things. And it's
coming back.
Her name is Sally Gooch. She's not just a child.
And I'm not coming out. Stephen Lee for 5. I thought when working as a juggalo, you don't wear pants, Leon. Yeah, he stopped wearing a dress, to be fair.
And skirts, and Jerry's still out on women's pants and women's shirts, though. They do look good on me.
Your Barmy for 2. Teeth hitting the camera in Superman. Done. Out. I know it is polarizing, and we will taco about it. I know we all have some very strong feelings. I can make excuses for it, and I can talk shit about it, and I'll probably do both. But
I'll only make excuses for it, just so you're aware.
It scared
good,
me.
Leon. I need someone to help me. Andy, it scared you?
it scared me because it's so dark, and everybody knows that Superman is a surrogate father for me.
Keep that energy. Keep that energy in that train of thought.
A man like that?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay.
There's
Does that
cats
make
that
me
maybe
a
stick out a
surrogate
tree.
brother?
Oh, okay.
When 100 men attack a gorilla, all right, you want to. I know Leon's going this way. I'm going to go this way. You tackle the left leg. All right.
Nope.
Nope.
You guys are driving me to drink.
You make us sandwiches when we're done.
Thanks for reminding me, Erwin.
Stephen Lee for 10.
Cheers, Mox.
Wowie. This place I worked for just went under, and now I need a new job. Well, that sucks. I hated cabinet making. Tradesmen. If you can make cabinets, that means you can get another job. Anyways, off to a new trade, I suppose. Gooch, Moxie, Nat, Leon, they love you guys. And Rat, he loves you.
He's trying to make those cabinets.
Really like
I don't know what I did.
Boys to
Someone's
life.
gonna start thinking it's me.
A lot of money in that.
Your normal, lovely self. Retro Meister for 5. Hail all. Could the LA riots affect Hollywood next month with super activist Jurassic whatever 4 and Feminist 4 first steps backwards? Right. So could the effect would Hollywood's and LA's riots mess up these 3 big movie releases? And the answer is probably no.
No, I doubt it.
No. Ironically, just like DCU is about to show us a world where everyone's used to shit hitting the fan and taking selfies of everything, you broke everyone.
Yeah.
You broke everyone, and so now we're just used to summers of love.
To be fair, I will say I did see some story about how some Hollywood productions were getting shut down that were filming in LA. So it will have some of an effect.
100% productions, yes. But honestly, this might have the opposite effect, where much like I'm fucking escaping into Skyrim, and they caught me crossing the border too.
Well, Elio is next week. This weekend, we're about to have Mexico is the best, destroy America, and then next week, Pixar is releasing Elio that costs $300 million. Good luck, idiots.
Yeah. Good luck.
It stars a Mexican/Colombian. No, Dominican.
Kid. I know. Don't confuse us.
Mexican/Dominican. I just would call that Puerto Rican at that point. Right? We'll just meet in the middle at Puerto Rican.
Down. Don't. I know. Hold on, because Rat and I, of course, Puerto Rican, and we don't like being confused with Mexicanos. No offense, which is
there's anything
not the same. No, there's anything wrong with that.
All you Latino Caribbeans look the same to me.
Retro Meister Ripper for 5 months. Could StreamYard's outage be connected to what Tucker Carlson predicted back in April with Alex Jones about elites using a crisis to police free speech? Oh well, that's been going on, right? Forever.
I called it yesterday. I said either it's just a simple IT problem, a solar flare, because that's what Badger said, or prep for World War III, and it turned out to be prep for World War III.
Canadians are snow Mexicans. Did you know that? It's true.
Hey, watch your language.
Bunch of snowbags. No, sorry, snow jockey.
Yeah, they do not like it.
The same as being a snow bunny.
No, we're not allowed to say that. No, that's too funny. We're not allowed to use that one.
Oh.
I don't know, but we should bring all the slurs back. It's time.
No, my stance is it's fine as long as it's funny.
Sure.
I 100% agree with Badger.
What?
What?
I don't know. You did the roast beef, Chicago beef.
Well, I turned my camera off and muted my mic, so you couldn't even read my lips if I dropped a slur. Like, I don't want to get your channel messed up.
Could we kick him and pretend like it's a StreamYard problem? Oh no, Google services are having issues. Leon
Hey,
can't
let's praise Leon. Let's lift
Sorry,
Leon
no,
up.
I actually
feel like you did this, Leon. Maximus for 99 cents, just showing his Brie Larson's feet.
It's not a
gross.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Let's talk about something good to start out before we get all upsetty spaghetti about the different things. I'm not being facetious. This is actually something good. Trying to think of how to phrase this. Basically, we all have different like generations of heroes. I'm being serious. We all have like generations of heroes. There's a lot of people that got into YouTube and they talk about people that inspired them, and I have no fucking idea who they are. And I'm including Red Letter Media, like when I first heard about them, whatever. But the people I respect, all respect them. Well, the generation that I really like is just we saw Gary and Drinker on cable news and things like that, and now Gary he's on the fucking Hodge twins, not phrasing. He's on their podcast. He went to prison. He could fight off. By the way, Gary is very tall, so they must be extremely big boys.
Have you seen him without the shirts? Not to sound too incredibly gay, those dudes are some units.
But this is the type of scissoring crossing of the streams literally that we need. So that we can...
And they were political. They were in like fitness and bodybuilder and like Andy world, and then went political, just like how he was nerd but was forced to go political. You love to see it crossing the stream. It's the scissoring. We used to always talk about it all the time when we first started streaming. Scissoring. It's beautiful. That's how we win. That's how we win the information. We're
Erwin, a political nerd, me, a pop culture nerd, and you scissored together because one side was being, they were fighting. They were taking all of our shit, propagandizing it, and boy, did we let that happen. So nice. Just happy people were not making fun of us and beating us up for our things.
And then he's about to be on unsubscribe as well. So yeah, no, we are the media now. The reason you bring this up to point out is we are the media now. Suck at mainstream media.
If I had a fucking nickel for every time this goddamn figure.
I haven't watched Gary in ages. To be fair, I haven't watched Hodge in ages either. Just follow them on X, but like I stopped watching them when they went political. Like, because I used to be a huge fan of their fitness stuff and their comedy stuff. So yeah, seeing this sort of crossover is like something I never would have imagined. I don't know, 8 years ago, whenever I started watching them. Like,
no, there's a lot of this crossover I could never imagine. I just want to show the beginning little teaser part.
That fucking camera angle. You can see that damn bulge going. Yeah, we got Gary Beekler in the house.
That's right. Nerdrotic on YouTube.
We are
dark mode, guys. Ironically,
movies, pop culture movies.
I cover the good, the bad, and the ugly from pop culture. There is stuff I like once in a while, but most of it's been pretty shit. Pop culture is something that the right has completely ignored for a long time.
Right.
That is the biggest part. Just completely ceded the ground to the enemy.
They don't respect gamers. They don't.
My
respect
right
nerds,
has been covering it longer than the nerds have.
I was a real loose right.
I was going to say, Alex Jones has been covering it far longer than nerds.
Pop culture is soft power of Hollywood.
Yeah, a lot of conservatives now understand we have a culture war.
And it's been going for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. And it won't end. Why did this happen? The Marxist activists have infiltrated every institution in America and have for years, for decades. This has been going on for decades, and now we're way too left, like crazy left. You make TV and movies; these are leisure items, and you're starting to use them as platforms and feeling emboldened enough to start saying it publicly. And like, you know what? Half the country, go fuck yourself.
Look like that culture war kind of shot itself in the foot though over like the last year or so. Yeah.
Oh, all of them did. Yeah, they got way too arrogant. They bought into it, freaking BlackRock and all the investment firms, and they were just sold this bill that they were going to make tons of money off it. Yeah, and then a beer company going with some dude with woman face on, thinking like, man, this will really appeal to our blue collar guys. Did they think they're like gay people were going to drink light beer?
So yeah, Gary out there. I love every time he says what it is, because it's a hodgepodge of fuckery from the top down and the bottom up. And yes, Marxist infiltrators. Yuri Bezmenov.
If we're going to do this, we can't just have the political people. We have to have everyone wake up. And the nerds and gamers are already predisposed to be against the system and to be a bit more counterculture. So we are just ripe for being woken up. So please, God, we got to keep talking about. I know we want to be off in our Skyrims, but sadly we have to talk some politics, or else we're not going to have.
I'm doing my work.
Our internet and power is not going to exist. So if
I have explained this to people.
We got to talk politics.
You sound batshit when you actually explain all this to people that have never heard of it, right? When they don't understand why they know things are bad. They know something's wrong. It's the Matrix. They know something's wrong with the world, but they don't really know what it is. And then you explain, and they go, well, yeah, there's a lot of race swaps, but you know, that's just because they're being progressive. And you go, no, it's because they have points and things that they're trying to do. And they go, well, why would they do that? And they're like, well, there's these investment companies that they own everything, like BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, and all these other things. And they go, well, why would they do it? And then you go, well, there's this, and then you get to
ESG.
them making us eat the bugs. Yeah.
SDG.
Until basically
McKinsey, that's where you get the marketing people. Then there's the HR people doing all the DEI. It's every single level. It's not just Kim Blair. It's every single level and every single thing. And it was pre-planned, and it's a whole system, and they're all going along with it, and they don't even know it. And we have to get up off our butts and save it, or we're not going to have any entertainment left to critique and make fun of, and our future generations aren't going to have anything unless we get up off our butts and save it. As much as I just want to watch movies and play
that's why
video
Erwin
games.
made a channel, and then I saw this fun documentary you made. And
we have to get up off our butts. It sucks, I know, but we have to.
Yeah. But by the way, David goes on record saying that he doesn't know anything about politics, and it's his wife that informs him.
And it's very obvious.
Yeah. And that's the point, right? You can't escape to Skyrim because I go into Skyrim and there's a trans Nord explaining to me about the gender politics of solitude and that they did it everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go watch fucking Star Wars. But oh shit, no, now there's Katie O'Brien and this and all the other and the power of one. The power, don't worry, I will escape to Star Trek. And then you got fucking Section 31 and all the other things and a gay man being lectured to, but don't worry, I will escape to Doctor Who. Oh fuck. And now and pick one. I'll escape to Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power. Yeah. Sorry. Did you know that Galadriel killed an ice troll in under 30 seconds?
You might be safe. You might feel safe. And then they announced Spaceballs too, so no one's safe.
Well, because I do have that because that's good. We'll talk about that. I'll defend you, Erwin, on some. We'll talk about some of the nuance because I do have my own hot take, I guess. While we're on celebrating the Garys, there is one more Gary I would like to celebrate, and that is now Sir Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman has been knighted by King Charles, and he is now Sir Gary Oldman.
Maybe we'll get a McFarlane.
That's the only Brit
do have
I
McFarlane.
constantly forget is British.
Kind of crazy it didn't happen earlier.
Would it be safe to say that he's now Sirius?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Why so serious?
You can see his VTuber. I thought he was Russian.
He was such an old man.
When I was a kid and I saw him on Air Force One, like the movie Air Force One, I thought I didn't realize that someone could so completely. To be fair, I thought Catherine Zeta-Jones was Spanish, so. But I didn't realize that actors could so just change, just like Gary Oldman specifically. Like fuck, he just becomes someone different.
He's one of the most transformative actors. Like he's right up there with Daniel Day-Lewis. Every role that he tackles, he's a completely different person. Because he approaches the transformation from a psychological perspective as well as a physical, whereas a lot of people tend to just choose one lane.
Edward Norton would be another one.
And I don't think has there been a bad performance by Gary Oldman? He might have been in bad movies, but I've never seen a bad performance by him.
Yeah, I mean, he was great in Bram Stoker's Dracula. The movie isn't phenomenal, but he's outstanding in it. He's also in Leon the Professional. He plays that corrupt police officer. Outstanding performance there as well.
Yes, who I would pick also.
Fifth Element.
And of course, Air Force One. Yeah, that man. I would argue that's one of his. Yes, Moxie?
He also played himself in an episode of Friends where he was teaching Joey how to act, and he was talking about how great of an actor he was because he spat a whole bunch when he talked and projecting. It was really funny.
I do remember that one.
He's amazing.
He's funny. It's one of the people he can do serious, he can do dramatic, he can do anything.
Yeah.
He really can do anything. And also I feel like he's not a complete schmuck, soulless demon, how some of them are, which thank God I haven't heard him say anything.
Like Sirius Black's last little moment, last little line, God, that'll stick with me for a while.
And do you know what's sad and fun? He thinks that this and Sirius Black are some of his least good perform. He's not happy with them. Yeah, he considers them phoned in. But that's when you are so fucking. Anthony Hopkins said similar things about some of his characters that we all love, and it's when you're so fucking
Anthony
good.
Hopkins, don't forget Gary Oldman was in Silence of the Lambs as well.
Gary Oldman
embarrassment
also plays
of riches.
I was gonna say he also plays a midget in Tiptoes. I showed you guys the trailer of that on FCE Live last week.
I believe it was real at first.
It's
I
real.
love Darkest Hour. If you haven't seen it, his Churchill movie, I thought it was really, really good.
He played Pontius Pilate in a Jesus TV miniseries. God, what can he do?
I don't know if this is historically accurate, but there is a great scene where it's Churchill's deciding whether to sign some sort of peace treaty with Hitler or continue the fucking fight. And everyone is pressuring him to give in, and he fucking rides the subway, and he just asks, everyone's like, fucking Churchill. And he asks everyone around him, how you feeling? And they're all like, we're gonna fucking take those, Jerry. We're gonna fight. And it's okay. Inspires him. That probably did not happen, but it's a great scene.
So didn't he play President Roosevelt in Oppenheimer as well, when he's deciding which Japanese city to bomb?
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't
what are
seen
you doing,
Oppenheimer?
Badger?
I
watch
haven't
it?
either.
Me neither.
I haven't either.
So he did Fifth Element and Air Force One in the same damn year. 97.
Yeah, Truman.
He's just
It was
good.
Truman. Yeah, sorry.
He's just
Truman,
good.
sorry, yeah.
True Romance,
Wasn't
Dracula, JFK.
wait a minute, wasn't he? Was it Lee Harvey Oswald?
He was Lee Harvey Oswald in
I was
JFK
just
in
gonna say,
91.
yeah.
And then he was Dracula in 92.
Commissioner Gordon in The Dark Knight.
He was in the Lost in Space movie as the Doctor.
He was a perfect Commissioner Gordon. Like,
That's
he
actually
was great.
He went Fifth Element, Air Force One, Lost in Space.
His depiction of Commissioner Gordon is my favorite, of just a good man stuck in a corrupt position and doing his best, and all he needs is a little help, and Batman is that little help.
Yep.
It's
perfect portrayal. It was
It's funny because we were talking about this earlier. I don't think we've ever really gotten a comic accurate Batman or Catwoman, like truly with the abilities and thought process and like modus operandi as Batman in the comics. We've seen bits, but like we have gotten a comic accurate fucking Gordon, and it's.
I liked what's his name is Harvey Dent too in The Dark Knight.
Yes,
Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart. Very good.
Those were like fantastic. I thought
honestly,
they were great.
And maybe I'm a dummy. I don't know everyone. When if you can take yourselves back to The Dark Knight, I thought he was going to kill that fucking kid. I thought there was a solid chance that his kid could die in this movie. That Nolan would do it.
That whole ending.
Worse off because he doesn't.
All the character stuff and the acting in those last moments are phenomenal.
Yeah.
God, Liam.
Goddamn. Wow. Goddamn headphones. So good. So good. And not just because
he's so hyped your headphones are falling out.
Sid Vicious. Yeah. No. Now I'm thinking about The Dark Knight. Your favorite
Book of
Joker,
Eli.
right?
That's
that was just
my
on.
favorite. That's my favorite Joker. Easy.
Heath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's spot on.
Transcendent.
Yeah. And even had he not passed the way he did, I still think he would have gotten, because it was just like, man, he takes. Yes, that sets the mood. Oh my god. And all because the prosthetics would get loose, and so he kept licking them to keep them moist so they wouldn't come off his face. Yeah.
It's so good.
The way he holds his mouth together and tight so that it doesn't expand or stretch, like all that leads to the little moments.
And the pencil thing, that's like he basically is doing like a stand-up comedy act, essentially. He actually nails the Joker, unlike Joaquin Phoenix's terrible ass.
The scene in the prison cell when he's like, do you want to know which one of your friends were cowards?
Yeah.
And the psychological warfare.
Do you want to know why he's the like? That is fucking Joker.
Hey, Jeff, you mad lad.
I feel the Holy Ghost.
You feel the spirit?
Hallelujah.
You feel the spirit of reverse?
Power ABF compels you to be gifted a membership.
Chat's just getting hit left and right. Just left and right.
The chats are like, it's hitting, guys, it's hitting.
Oh, it's just like Gooch in a movie theater with old women. They're just left and right, just getting batted. I love it. More. That is because, yeah. By the way, I do weep for the reality where Adam Driver just played fucking Jason Solo in an accurate adaptation of the expanded universe. It would have been.
Imagine if they used Adam Driver's acting ability in a good Star Wars universe. God, that would be nice.
God, he keeps getting fucked over too. Remember the dinosaur?
You haven't even seen Megalopolis, bro.
His Kylo Ren was better in the SNL skit than the movie.
Oh, the SNL skit was amazing.
Matt, the radar technician. I heard Kylo Ren has the 6-pack abs.
yeah.
Very wide.
That's the other thing. He was right. He was right there. He looks like Snape is
But
described.
he's American.
Hi, John
So
Lithgow.
who's Dumbledore now?
I know. No. But Badger was upset about Johnny Boy Lithgow getting the role.
Here's the no. Here's the thing. I was playing according to the rules. They had a thing where only British people. It was like, okay, fine. So only British people. But once they broke that covenant and Mr. John Lithgow, oh well, fuck. Well, the gloves are off. Then sure, Adam Driver, we'll just take over your shit. That's fine. But no.
I understand. I just want to bust your balls a little.
I'd rather see Mog as Snape.
You leave my balls alone. And yes, we'll be talking about Mog. He's one of the best parts about How to Train Your Dragon. All these here. Minecraft is coming to Max. It didn't make it though. It did not make it to the $1 billion.
Ooh,
Tapped out at 951.
Techrat, are you there? I would love to hear your thoughts on the Minecraft movie because you're someone who actually like unironically enjoyed it for the most part, right?
It was all right, but I wouldn't watch it again. There's no replay for me.
You wouldn't watch it again.
No. Not even for free.
If a YouTube clip of like the lava chicken part comes up, you're watching it though, right?
No. But I
Yeah, me
also am not a
neither.
Minecrafter. And I don't like Jack Black's humor anymore. And Jason Momoa should stick to certain things, but not that.
Unironically, this is true.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead. Give us a gay black man. That would fit right along with your destruction of their masculinity.
Make the bet, Quirrell, Professor Quirrell, make him black. But then Voldemort would be black. That's the only problem. But
Well, the turban, and then he turns into be a bad guy, and you can't do that.
see, F&T, they suggested Professor Sprout to be race swapped.
The one that grows plants.
I support it. No, we can make her a Mexican day laborer.
Oh God.
They're all the rad right now. Elio coming out next week. Make sure you check it out, guys. It's $300 million.
Fortnite has gone too far. It's gone too far.
Fuck.
This was your cutoff point?
No.
Any help, any kind of help would be amazing right now.
Bob Belcher
Cleveland,
AI,
help.
like the Vader AI. Would
I
be
thought
sweet.
we were a squad, Cleveland. Great, they got me.
no.
I'm down.
Oh no.
Sorry, Bob. I don't have any weapons.
What have you been doing the last 5 minutes?
I've just been doing all the dances, man. Look at that boy doing the gritty. No.
Maybe our teammate Propaniac can revive us. Hello? Propaniac? Do you have a mic? Hello?
He drinks C4. They call it slurp, but that was a C4.
And plays Fortnite.
Are we
Is this
in the
gonna get it?
Matrix? I think we're in the
Yes.
Matrix.
I think we fully
I just
transitioned.
like that was my I just got so much corpo injected into my brain right there that kind of hurt a little bit. And I like Bob's Burgers and King of the Hill and Family Guy and stuff. But man, all that corpo getting injected in my brain kind of hurt a little.
When they introduced Palpatine's return in fucking Fortnite before anything else, like the announcement, bitches, like that was in Fortnite first. Yes.
And it's canon, Badger. It's canon.
Fuck off. Disney canon is what you mean.
Leon's loving this moment right now. Look
I
how-
really
No.
am. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I want to thank you, Leon, because I totally poached something from your Countercast group chat, and that's this. I talk about this real quickly because I actually think this is a good thing. At least it's indicative of we're bringing back people who know what they're doing. Disney legend Ron Clements announces he's coming out of retirement to rejoin Walt Disney Animation Studios as a mentor for younger writers and animators. Do you know that when President Trump was rebuilding our military, we discovered that motherfuckers forgot how to wage war, that snipers and other skills were severely lacking. So a bunch of people had to come out of retirement to teach these young fucks how to kill properly. We forced all the people who knew what they were doing out of animation. Thank you, Jennifer Lee, and starting with John Lasseter. And then we pushed the rest out by giving them unrealistic goals. And so that, all the people that did that are gone now.
But not just animation, writing,
right?
everything.
All the things, but specifically to this.
Yeah.
I think this is a good.
And what do you think is going to happen out of this?
Well, it depends on who brought them back and what their reasonings are. Because if we are
They
now
let
at the
it
point where
return
everyone who
normal.
can't fucking keep up
Can
is
you
getting
get
let
these
gone,
retards to write better DEI scripts? That's
Well,
basically.
to be
what
fair,
they're
he's not
become.
coming. He's coming in for the artists, like the animators and whatnot. But that being said, I am in the same boat as Gooch. Look, here, Disney bring this stuff. I get why you're excited, Badger. Disney bringing him back seems like a sort of course correction, and that's
excited,
all
but I
well
think
and
it
good.
might be-
I don't. I hope that that's the case, but what I'm worried about is that he's coming in to mentor these young bucks, and he's about to find out full force, face on the floor, like, oh, these motherfuckers don't want to work. They don't want to do things their own way. They don't want the old man who's seen it all to teach them what to do, and they're going to ignore him and chastise him, and it's going to break his spirit.
All the HR complaints are just going to slowly build up against him. All I'm saying, though,
him out of retirement for this.
It's
yeah, right there, perfect.
The old white man's back. I'm just saying it, but the old white man's going to see what's there, and he's not going to like what he sees.
So, do they still have the same DEI policies? Is going to be the question, or have they been changed and switched and hidden, or is whoever's bringing? In other words, why the fuck? Who said let's bring him out and then they're going to come back and handcuff him?
Yeah,
No, I don't think
support the white
policies
savior.
are the question. If people that think those are the question, I mean, might be suffering from a bit too much, like anti-woke echo chamber, tunnel visions. I truly think that the issue is going to be that the work ethic is going to be different because of a different mentality.
Right, but then they get fired and they hire people with a work ethic. That's how that works.
I hope so.
That's
I mean,
all the layoffs we've been hearing about.
I agree with you, Leon, but it's cute and all, but like they're gonna ask him to get how can we write these DEI movies, like,
well, it's just
and make them better written so it doesn't look like shit and Disney's
say he's working with the writers and animators. With the writers, he's probably going to improve their craft of script writing. With the animators, he's going to teach them techniques to improve the animation, but it doesn't fix the core issue that's at Disney.
Right. He's going to teach them how to do what they're doing, but better.
I mean, this is where we would go back and remember that what we're dealing with is a company that pushed out and or fired all of their veterans who knew what they were doing to bank on influencers who did not know what they were doing. And it's all fallen apart because they couldn't hit deadlines. And so now you see mass layoffs and failures, and now you see a scramble to bring back people with competency. Thus, me seeing the old white man who doesn't need to come back, but is coming back because he knows what he's fucking doing, and that's what they need. Why bring him back?
It's a move of desperation. I'd be more hopeful if they brought back a lot of veterans and fired all of the younger in-house staff. That would be an indication that they're heading in the right direction. But this is either a publicity stunt or just, I don't know.
Well, and Badger, to what you're saying, in theory, what you're saying, I think does make sense. The issue I see presenting itself is that Disney top brass might very much be overestimating or maybe underestimating, either way, their current artists and whatnot in terms of like their willingness to work with them. And in terms of when you say, oh great, we'll fire them and hire new ones, do you foresee any people that are, let's just say, ideologically centered or devoid of ideology one way or the other and just want to create art? With everything that's been going on the last several years, you see any of them applying for Disney to try and get those jobs, even if people get laid off, people that would be receptive to his work?
I don't know what the hell's going on over at Disney. The last big article we covered about Disney was the one that Disney is the killer of dreams because they have all these idealistic people that come to work there and then they can't fucking do it. And they were brought in for the wrong reasons and they leave just disenchanted.
Yeah. A lot of young kids, like in animation, script writing, whatever it is, they don't want to work for Disney.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Marvel. The people they get from Marvel Comics or DC Comics is just they're activists. They want their voice heard and they want to implement themselves into this work, and then they use that as a stepping stone to get to Netflix or Disney or.
Yeah, it's nice that you call it a stepping stone too, because Marvel is like, oh wait, we were not paying you for that. You thought you were getting paid for that work, lol, JK.
Yeah, and it's not like they went out and fucking thought, hey, let's go kill all our shit that makes money. It's if they had a bunch of corrupted people who thought, boy, we really care about this ideology more than the shit, but they won't listen to us. So let's take all the shit that they do pay attention to and put our ideology in that. And they love it so much that they'll stay for it. And then we'll change. Yeah, we'll lose some, but we'll get the new generation. And that did not happen.
But
do you think they care about that ideology, or did they think by embracing this ideology, they thought that they'd make more money, and it's like backfiring, it's blowing up in their face?
From the, like, basically from what Bo says, what Chris says, and what I've heard, like, trying to get to the fucking top of this, it is both. Unfortunately, there are some who they know it's not making money now, but they so fucking think that this is where it's going to be, that they're willing to lose money now to what they think in the long run be on that right side of history and make money later. And then there's other ones that are so fucking delusional that yes, they think this is profitable, and if they just keep doing it, it's just the bigots they're getting rid of. So I don't know how you fight that type of delusion, because it's clearly it's Bob and whoever is directly under him. There's like these 12 people that are ruining everything.
Well, it's no different than having Chris Claremont and sitting at Marvel. Literally, they pay him to do nothing, and then once in a while they'll bring out his name and have him like do a 6-book series, so people get excited, and then they shuffle him back into the corner and say, "Sit there, old man. We'll just pay you to do nothing." I think this is basically what we're going to get from Ron Clement.
All in all, I'm the first one to be optimistic about the end of the sort of ideological purgatory we found ourselves in, and I won't lie, Badger's optimism is infectious. There is still that twinge of it. If it was any other company that besides Disney, I'd probably be far more in line with
me too.
They're the one that's like, man, this is the. But that being said, I always default to Inside Out 2 was amazing. It didn't have that shit in it. It sounds like Lilo and Stitch didn't until the end, depending on who you talk to. Point is, like, it was relatively devoid of it for the majority of the film, if it's there at all at the end. It does seem like there is some course correcting happening.
Elliot's gonna lose 250 million.
I'm not going to see it. It turns out, no. I wanted to see it with my kid and have this, cool father-child moment. And then when I was like, "Hey, you want to go see Lilo and Stitch this weekend?" Goes, "Dad, I'm not into that. I want to watch Scream 3." I was like, "Oh." So we watched Scream 3 instead, which was cool. But it turns out if I'm not gonna get that daddy-child bonding moment, then no, I'm not gonna end up watching it. I've always got the original.
Here's the issue, though. Because of those DEI policies, and because some places are course correcting and some aren't, I don't know who's friend or foe. I don't know who's done that because their corporate masters told them to do that, or because they genuinely thought it was the right thing, or because they're just used and they're not quite sure and they don't want to get yelled at later on. In other words, how to woke your dragon. I don't like it.
Bro, is that the kid from Deadpool 2?
Yes, it fucking is. And he plays Skinny Legs or whatever, the nerd that knows everything about dragons.
Terrible. McLovin did such a better job.
That's amazing.
When McLovin makes you look like an absolute embarrassment, you done fucked up as an actor.
When Aaron Charman had seen it first, and we were like, yeah, it's 90% the same movie, but like it's not as good. And we're like, what do you mean? It was like, well, it's like the same movie, but without all the charm. And I saw it. Yeah, it is the same movie in the same order without any of the charm. It does not hit any of the same notes. And the DEI casting in Inuit
but
Vikings
they said
and Asian
themselves,
Vikings,
shot
Black
for
Vikings.
shot remake button live action. Who the fuck wants that? Let's say it was devoid of DEI. Let's say it was all proper ethnic, this, that, and the other. Who wants a shot for shot remake of an anime film in live action?
It looked good. And it looked better.
Lilo and Stitch, though.
Yeah,
like this scene looked really good, better than the animated version. But then the emotional hits better in the animated.
Dragons were awesome. Kids' acting was terrible. Other than
like dragons looked amazing in the entire movie.
That's something like Gooch was pointing out something earlier today as far as the quality of the actors and all of that. While we do have the visuals that are fantastic and amazing, I always think back to the old Twilight Zones or whatever. Very minimal scenery, right? But the acting was so important and evoked emotion. And so it was the emphasis was on the acting, not all of the doodads and all of the gadgetry and all the whatever. It was your focal point was the actors and what was being said, and that evoked emotion. And we get so caught up with the distractions of the CGI is amazing or the CGI sucked, but the acting is so flat
and
a
Butler
lot of the time.
But how do we
ass off?
But how do we counteract that when you got things like TikTok and everything? They're so fast paced,
we can't,
and
because
kids can't
that's not
sit
what
there and
they
watch.
want.
Yeah, because kids won't sit there and watch that.
I don't know if that's necessarily true because I don't know if that's necessarily true because you've got video games coming out, for example, like Mouse PI, which is done in that old 1930s rubber hose style. You can tell it's painstakingly.
You're still
getting the dopamine. You're not hearing it, Leon.
Yeah,
the dopamine hits are getting. It's no, but what you're getting, especially when you apply it to a video game, you're getting other hits and other sensory stimuli that when you take it back to the theater, the stage acting, which is basically what the Twilight Zone era of filmmaking was. The effects didn't matter because it was the content. Now it's like, oh, well, that looks cheesy or that doesn't.
I agree with you though. That's the reason I use the game as an example I did is because it's not out yet. All we have is visual stimuli.
No, but video games versus acting. Actors are one soliloquy.
Yes.
Totally a different conversation than video games because it's the different type of absorption happening in your brain or interaction.
Okay,
when
well,
you're
let's
one actor
compare
with one
film
spotlight
like
on him
do the
giving a
Wild Robot.
soliloquy on a Shakespearean stage, it's totally different. Like, I'm not trying to say that your argument is valid. But
Okay, fair enough. You're right. Two different mediums. So let's go medium to medium, and let's say something like the Wild Robot, which, while very visually entertaining, kids loved it. And it's not a short form TikTok sort of thing. Kids love the Wild Robot. So point is when Gooch says
you're not
brain, that's short form stuff.
I don't know.
No, you're not getting it. You're not. Yeah, you're not. You're.
Wait, what do you mean by
like?
I don't even know what they're arguing about. Yeah, Leon, I wanted a shot-for-shot remake, and I would have been happy if it hadn't been constantly taken out of it by cunty fucking Nicole Parker and the DEI Vikings.
It's just no different than Snow White. The acting is so flat and emotionless. It's like it's watching 2D paper actors. Like I used Ray Stevenson from Ahsoka. He acted his ass off. Yeah. Meantime, you got Rosario Dawson.
Butler was not flat. He acted his ass off. He was.
He
good.
acted. He was damn good.
Was good.
But every other character, like the acting, it was so.
Yeah. And this is also Jay Baruchel. He did it better. Like this guy that didn't play into the Hiccup. He didn't feel like Hiccup. Just felt like a quiet kid.
I wish they were all Jewish kids. Like,
I'm all right with Jewish Vikings.
They don't know how to get in character. These kids fucking cosplay and act like retards doing all the anime and everything like that. They can do that, but they can't act. Like it's there's a lot more to it than just putting on a costume and just
all right, hold on.
there and saying
Stop yelling at
dialogue.
the kids. The director said that he almost pushed Toothless's live action design too far into photorealism. I would argue he did not go cartoony enough. I'm fine with photorealism, make it photorealistic as fuck, but a lot of the little facial animations and things that he did that was missing. That was lost, and it didn't need to be because we mentioned it earlier. Gerard Butler plays it like his animated counterpart, which leads to him feeling like stoic and being a little bit more animated and almost feeling like he's jokey doing a thing, but no one else hit that fucking vibe, and it leads to like a dissonance. So again, and also I would say Craig Ferguson should have been back as his character.
Should have been a bit more
Nick Frost was horrible.
Cartoonish for sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's where the disconnect is.
When Toothless says his like smile, when Hiccup smiles at him and then he tries to mimic him and smile back, it did not hit the same at all.
Yeah, and see, I was hoping because that's one of the best scenes.
Gooch's point,
Agreed.
I fucking hated all of the friends that you're supposed to like, and that is because of who they cast. And I'm going to punish all of you now so that you can fucking feel my misery. This is who they got.
So many queers.
Dude.
Hasn't been
That's the boy from the Acolyte.
It's Mog.
Do you remember that Ben 10 remake from like 2011 or something?
Stop hiring him.
Like Tom Holland was going to play Ben 10.
All of them are
Come
wrong.
on, Tom. Danny Phantom. Oh yeah.
Whoever made the trailers were geniuses.
Think about it. Danny Phantom.
Is this the gayest press tour?
It was so.
And
Yes.
I think also, what is it? Spy Kids. Spy Kids.
Oh my
next to
God.
Kids Next Door.
Each have a different problem.
And you're like,
I'm about to stab some Ozempic into that
Yeah, they
kid.
lived in the treehouse.
You
They
love
lived in the
that.
treehouse.
And her.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, I like a biscuit. I do.
And,
He
and
said,
the kid,
feed them more, feed them less.
We're just plugging our
I almost used the F word.
bottom right kid, I also found a picture of him on the red carpet. He had like a suit jacket on, and then he was wearing like a Matrix like mesh like shirt. Super gay as well. He was
So you
possibly
add that-
the worst actor of them all.
So you add that all together, and no, I'm not. Just watch the original. Just watch.
Please
the
God, please God.
Oh, God.
Is that much better?
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are so rude because earlier it was Andy who said he liked the movie because he's never seen the original.
No, I didn't say I liked it. I said it's the best How to Train Your Dragon I've ever seen.
Because he's never seen the original. And you guys, you were like, this must be Katie. I was like,
Sorry, Katie. That was me. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. It's a character flaw. So you didn't like it either.
No, I don't. I hate Astrid. She's annoying as fuck. She does not know how to act at all. Night Night. I hate you guys. Those aren't kids. Like half those actors are like in their 30s. They just suck at acting.
The gay boy's 30, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not children. Like they're supposed to be children, but like they're not children. They just suck at acting. Like they were awful, and I don't understand why there's so many races. Like,
it was confusing.
Katie's
It's
like,
not.
segregate this island.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it does feel like they focus so much on the visual, everything looked great, that you can lose out of like capturing like all those kids felt like facsimiles of their actual characters. Stoic, he was stoic. He hit it. Hiccup, man, again, should have Jewed it up a little bit, as Erwin pointed out, a little more J-Burst, a little more awkward, but
least of my concerns.
The Nicole Astrid, right? The Astrid. I did not buy the romance thing. I did not buy. They totally regressed the he's in love with her to begin with.
When she does the flip in the cartoon, they do the slow mo, and it's such a good moment. And she just randomly like does a flip for no reason. In the live action, it's so stupid.
Here's the thing about the kid actors nowadays, and Timothy Chalamet. All these kids are like they act the same way and everything because they're just being themselves on the screen. Like they're moody.
Let's maybe not say
they're
Timothy Chalamet in that because he's been pretty diverse fucking performances on that one. But I understand
where
the other ones, Willy Wonka, Dune,
Bob
Dylan, the fucking
depressing, Dune,
the King.
depressing.
Stop. I know what you're saying, but that's a bad example.
But I'm saying like they're just being themselves in these roles. They're not really serving the characters. That's what I've noticed. They go out there, they do the same fucking thing, and maybe Chalamet a little more diverse in his fucking acting, but like majority of like what's her nut? Tom Holland's woman there, Zendaya.
Dude, and Tom
pretty much the same thing in every fucking thing she does.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that. She's up.
98%.
She's depressed.
98 and 90. Look, my whole fucking audience that is what I wanted to say before we go on.
That's 9.5 out of 10 audience score.
Sorry, I got distracted by German beer wench Moxie. At the end of the day,
German beer wench.
What is it?
That's all I can see. Skyrim.
Star Trek.
Skyrim, Moxie.
My
Marion Robin Hood episode.
I mean, I see all that, but that looks like we're going with beer wench.
I got you good.
Star Trek Ren Fair.
I don't know if the general audiences, like families and kids, are as bothered by the multicultural Vikings as we were. Because they don't know the nefarious reasons behind it.
Zendaya was Lola Bunny in Space Jam 2. Oh my god, that just fucking sums it all up. Fuck all this woke shit. They had a council woke. Fuck all this woke shit. It's over. It's over. It's been over for years. Just figure it out. Disney hasn't figured out, and Universal had his chance to be the ones who figured out the woke shit. And they fucking out of council woke.
How woke Shrek's gonna be and how bad that, because Michael Myers is woke as fuck now, and apparently a CIA operative.
Everyone racism against green people. It's gonna be Savage Dragon all over again.
Here's the thing: everyone fucking praises Michael B. Jordan, but he's the same fucking character. He's the same guy in every fucking film. Every fucking film.
Hey, those twin brothers were totally different. I knew who each one was the whole time. I swear.
I think it's because
Same
Michael B. Jordan's at least masculine, and it's appreciated when you
Yeah,
have
but
everybody
it's the
else
same
acts like,
character. It's like Jodie
Yeah.
Foster. Jodie Foster's the same fucking person in every film. No one's really doing anything different in any acting styles. Like you watch Norton, you watch all these other like.
James Gunn's gonna do a Savage Dragon movie, and then he's gonna cast Michael B. Jordan as Savage Dragon.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god! Literally,
yeah.
holy! I'm predicting.
Is that real?
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm predicting it. It's gonna come out in
Yeah,
2030.
Prediction. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll believe
2028.
anything.
Assuming Armageddon hasn't happened by then.
2028. Because he just threw it in the universe. It's going to happen in the next 6 months.
Oh,
Good
2028.
going, Erwin.
Yeah,
Knowing that he'll push it to
Hey.
2030. Correct.
He's
But he has to
Nostradamus.
he has to lie to all the investors. Erwin Stradamus, thank you.
Yeah, nerd dramas over here has
Nerddamus.
been predicting a lot. Like he said, Gooch 2025. He said a lot of people 2025. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
do it for free, by the way. I'm gonna need my cut. My secretary will reach out to you.
I'm just saying, where are the good actors nowadays? Where are the good actors?
There are being Instagram whores.
Yes.
Why would you go be an actor in some shithole? No, you're a titty streamer now.
They're chasing dinosaurs. That's where they are.
Literally, ScarJo would have been a titty streamer if she had grown up with the internet.
100%.
And to be fair, ScarJo declined the studio's request for her to start an Instagram and promote with social media this film, but says yes to hot ones and other fun things like ASMR videos.
And the
Yes.
popcorn
The reason I bring this up,
ScarJo popcorn bucket. I'd buy that one.
Deadline
Where would
reports
the
that the
hole
movie
be, Erwin?
Or butthole.
Dark Star.
Sorry,
You like
John
the
Rossi.
idea.
115 million to 135 million projection for this. Does that seem low to you?
Is that domestic?
It does not say.
They've got.
That's got to be.
It always is. Yeah.
They're projecting that Fantastic Four is going to make more than that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
there ain't no way.
No, it's
No.
And this is being eyed at 140 to now 185 million.
That would make no sense.
You saw they widened that though. They had to widen it because of the volatility with the downstream of the
I
Based
predict
on
100 to 300 million opening.
Based on factors such as pre-ticket sales and trailer views / reactions, the site is predicting a domestic debut of between 140 million and 185 million. To err on the side of caution, we're slightly widening our range given the complicated nature of Superman entering the pre-sale market, already competing for attention and dollars of How to Train Your Dragon, 28 years later, F1 the movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, and the aforementioned Fantastic Four, while keeping in mind ad campaigns and review / social media buzz remains a very important and unknown piece of the movie, of the more bullish outlook puzzle. Yeah, they are...
Based
I'm
on
seeing
factors that I've
shit
done,
everywhere.
Superman's going to make anywhere from $10 to $150 million.
Yeah,
based on my factors and my data, I like that's
based on Gooch's many years of predicting film box offices and his completely uncompromised view of the movie and/or its maker.
Complicated nature of Superman. Gooch keeps bringing it up, and he's not totally wrong. Superman does have a complicated nature and isn't always the most successful, even though it's like the most iconic like American character ever. I remember back in the day, VH1 did like the top 100 like greatest like American crap or whatever. Number one was Superman.
Without the jingoism, please. Not American, human.
Oh, John Winslow, shout out. Man.
Let me go through some of these books. Stephen Lee, Dua Lipa's the reason I'm hitting 100. How dare you? Retromeister for 5. I believe Stitch will dominate the box office again because Elio will flop, and Lois and Stitch 2 will make improvements along with having gone to Angel and Hamsterville. Probably. If that was why they
Lois
cut
and
out.
Stitch 2?
Lilo and Stitch.
I'm thinking of
Lois
and
Superman on the brain.
Yeah, I do actually. Sorry, because I just heard that if the seasons had continued on Lois and Superman, that we were going to get Brainiac. But thank you, James Gunn, for ending that early. Excuse me. Shockwaves Lab for 5. From the sounds of it, seems some can get past the Viking heritage and accuracy, some can't. Only going to see it because of Gerard. But yeah, here's the thing, Gerard Butler. I think a lot of people are going to not going to be triggered the way we were because they don't know all the backstory to why they do those things.
Do they
even if you didn't
like
care
good
about
acting?
That's literally what I say. Because even if you didn't care about the characters like being different races, the acting sucks.
Yeah.
And it's the wokest thing it's woker than Captain America Brave New World, where they race swap Captain America.
For what everyone is used to seeing in the cinema, this is better than all of that because they were working with great source material. So even done badly, it's better than everything out right now.
Lilo, I told people not to give this money, and I told people to see Lilo and Stitch, so I would disagree.
The three most important things, Hiccup, Stoic, and Toothless, are all not bad.
No.
In the
Way to
original,
make me want to go see it. They're not bad.
They're not bad.
is the original more
Three
emotional?
characters, not bad.
Yes, way more.
Dude,
watch
way
it.
more. I haven't seen it, but you know the song is used everywhere. People use that.
It invokes
so much emotion, and when they were flying, I was like, meh.
It's that my favorite part is when he throws away the fucking training guide and just flies on instinct for the first time, and it just does not hit the same way. And then there's a joke that they don't put in the live action, and they blue balled me.
Training montage way better in the actual. Andy, everyone kept telling me to watch it. I'm like, I don't want to watch a kids movie. It's the easiest 9+ out of 10 ever. It's so incredibly good. I thought about watching the sequel just to wash this out of my brain, but everyone's like, no, you need to watch it. It's really good.
The original short King John Winslow, because he's a member for 1 year. What's up, Badger? Irwin, Yo Gooch, hey Rat, hey Foxy Moxie, hey Leon,
Hello.
Sup Nyat, hi Ray and Kylo. WB admitted to intentionally desexifying Lola Bunny. Yeah, and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
There, I said it.
Right.
I mean, it was. I like to read that as WB was actually being kind of base because they were afraid of like creating new generations of furries.
Furries buy merchandise, Leon.
I'll take sexy furry over non-binary
I don't care.
furry.
Furries also destroy societies.
Tobias Fox, he does not speak for us. Stephen Lee for 5. A snatch is an Olympic lift. Get your mind out of the gutter, you freaks. Who did I? Yeah. Wittoid spotted? What the fuck is a Wittoid?
Wittoid? Did I just get
That's even
racism?
worse. I don't know. Either way, Superman in the marketing. We heard it was going to get a huge push, a Barbie level push. It is. I see it on all the fucking. I know many people here don't watch.
Death of President Carter.
Only rabbit
Like I
I've
said in
ever
the chat,
wanted
Bobby. Your first bunny.
Clip.
Just saying.
I know you don't watch a lot of TV. I am seeing the commercial on like every single time. Skip through it, but you see the commercials a lot. We've seen their marketing push. God damn, they got to stop relying on this dog to sell toys.
Where's Baby Joey?
Alamo Draft House. That's cool.
The worst looking dog.
Yeah. Well, how dare you? That's James Gunn's personal dog.
No, I'm saying the animal they made doesn't look like the actual dog. Like that looks like crap.
Real quick, so I went to Google, put Wittoid or Whitetoid, whatever spotted meaning, and this is the AI overview says. It seems you might be asking about the meaning of Wittoid spotted. However, the term Wittoid does not appear in a recognized English word in the standard dictionaries when searched. Even the AI can't figure out the fuck that means.
Does
Whitetoid.
I don't like Isabella Merced. Are you about to bring up her?
No, I don't like it either. I want to know what the fuck is in Nathan Fillion's mouth. Is he wearing a grill or does he have popcorn in his teeth?
It's a Wet Bandit reference from Home Alone.
Maybe because this was sent to me in the context of look how good Metamorpho looks like with practical effects, and yeah, for like practical effects, that does look good. But Isabella Merced is too small.
Bro,
Thanagarians are supposed to be huge.
Where's Superman?
Yep.
Metamorpho. I didn't know that was no.
He was right in front. He was right in front.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
James Gunn and we trust.
Did you know that, Katie?
Yeah. When
I
I saw
didn't know
Cassie, I was like, oh
right
my
away.
god.
It's No Hank. Okay. That actually made me more excited to even watch it.
Wait, who Metamorpho? Wait, the girls are getting all hot and bothered by what? Metamorpho?
Metamorpho?
NoHo
The
Hank,
actor.
North Hollywood Hank
NoHo
from
Hank.
Barry.
NoHo Hank.
He's
Barry.
super
Barry.
flaming in the show.
He's so funny.
He's like, I'm
He's
polite.
hilarious.
Yeah.
We got a Father's Day
rewatch
coming
that
up. We have a Father's Day
Forehead.
theme trailer.
Safeguard yourself.
Yeah.
Son, you don't safeguard yourself.
I'm not who I thought I was.
Aggressive early
Your
kid.
choices. That's what makes you who you are. I couldn't be more proud of you.
I love you, though.
I just realized the Kaiju looks like Toothless.
No.
We keep saying like it as a retarded axolotl. It kind of looks like Toothless.
It does. It's
It's
got a little bit of that
derpy.
going on. It's for sure derpy. It's for sure.
I have trouble with the acting there. But I don't know.
You don't like Paw?
I don't like.
I
don't like the deliverance of the.
I
the
wish
acting.
I liked it more. I hate to agree
Yeah.
with Gooch's blackpilling, but I wish I liked it more.
Well, let's see if I can black pill more of you.
Hey, Clark. Did you who are you?
Okay,
Hey,
yeah, okay. I can live with some behind the scenes,
if
a little joke.
if nothing
Okay.
else, I think that they have a real good chemistry. Bro, not only did we get a white redheaded Jimmy Olsen, he's not gay. In fact, the joke is he fucks bitches. Yes, you heard it right.
This is where
Ooh.
I mean, this is where I work. Follow me. This is my office at the Daily Planet, aka where the magic happens. We have yeah.
Did you print that bank statement?
I'm gonna get to it. As like head reporter, she's technically on paper above me. I like to think we're equals. She'll sometimes take a tone with me that sounds like she's telling me what to do. What are you doing? She it's friendly when she does this. She doesn't mean her tone.
Oh, don't boss bitch.
Severe, and then how she.
I mean, Lois Lane is literally a
that's
boss
Clark.
bitch.
Clark's the man. The reporter at the Daily
But there's
Planet.
ways to do it likably.
Steps out a lot and sort of skips a little bit whenever she looks at him, and that's pretty much it. By the way, what's that? Oh, that's those are just friends.
They did the same thing on HBO for the Righteous Gemstones. Way funnier. Like
Yeah.
those little like
Yeah.
behind the scenes snippets.
Yeah, way funnier.
There is. Did you get a Superman trailer when you went to go see How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah. A little bit different again though.
A little bit
Beginning-
different.
Yeah.
I got this one. I was able to find the one that I got. It's shorter, and it was this one.
How many fucking
Oh my god. It starts with from director James Gunn. Fuck.
No, fuck. Like.
My parents sent me here to serve the people of Earth. To be a good man.
That's my greatest strength.
Oh no. Huh.
Stop it!
Oh.
That's what we got.
Yeah, I do like the shot at the end of him doing that.
I don't know. Lois in the cockpit reminded me of Slave Girls from the Infinite Beyond scene where they were in the rocket ship. I don't know.
It reminded me of Watchmen.
Oh no.
I wasn't worried about Corn Sweat, and then I worried, but I'm getting less and less worried. But I'm still a little worried about some Lex Luthor when he was the person I was least worried about.
I don't think I'm worried about them.
God, I was more excited for How to Train Your Dragon than Superman, and now I'm like, oh no, fuck! Every single background character is gonna be algorithmically diverse, and it's gonna be so distracting. And then all the James Gunn humor, and then Mr. Terrific manspreading and showing us how smart he is, and then Isabella Merced's Madam Web ass all fucking hot girling about. I want to like it, but I'm worried. Badger.
Gula goo goo. Gula goo goo.
I'm worried.
And a lot of people. I think what happened is we got 10 years plus of people complaining and about Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill too serious, boo boo bee boo, and now they seem to be completely fine. Where they would have shit on it if Henry had done this. Superman knocking out teeth, but they're standing it in this scene. I'm
more okay with that than all the humor. Humor doesn't come to
No.
my mind when I think of Superman.
Fair. To that end,
I
we
was
did hear
knocking
that they
out
cut
teeth.
out. We did hear that they cut out a bunch of these sex jokes from it. So apparently that was feedback that they got from one of the last test screenings.
You don't say. Shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the
I agree with Badger. Like, people get so upset when I just point out a little bit of the hypocrisy. And I say every time, like, dude, I like every Superman actor. Like, it's probably going to be fine. I'm probably going to enjoy it. But again, people lost their minds that Superman cut off Steppenwolf's horn. They're like, that's just
we jumped to the other one. And after all that, we get to that one too, that he did that. Okay. The other one is the destruction of the city, and we can see Lex's like portal thing opening, and that's definitely going to cause some deaths. The problem is that if you bring all this up to them, they change it, and they go, well, Superman should have. It's not the destruction; it's the Superman should have constantly been trying to take the battle away and save people. Yeah. He should stop.
Why are we still focused on that? That's the least of my worries. Like, I mean.
Because there's an ongoing war between like Snyder Bros and James Gunn fanatics, and they can't seem to get along. Whereas you've got real Superman fans like me and Badger here, just like, hey, can't we have both?
Yes.
Let's let both be good and enjoy both. And I
have
Snyder Guards had their moment. They had their moment. And
can we agree that the Gun Boys though are, because it's annoying, but there's also like a huge beta energy with like the freakouts about stuff.
Just says. Nope. Just says nope for $1.49. Shout out.
Rossi.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for always putting on a great show. Cheers to all. Shout out Seabrew. We were for 5 months. I loved him calling him Big Blue.
That was
like
good.
Anytime someone calls Superman Big Blue. I hate the haircut, but it's comic accurate. I like the energy in this though.
Bestest look though. That's the best I've seen that haircut look.
Yeah.
Again, he said Nathan talking about playing Guy, that Guy is arrogant enough to think that he could beat up Superman, which quite frankly, this depiction of Superman, he might be able to fucking take him. Because one thing that we've learned that Zach, or rather James, is trying to differentiate from Zach is to have his Superman get beat up. Honestly, and someone made the comparison kind of similar to the animated series Batman, in that Batman could, they had to, right? Because he's constantly fighting an enemy of the weak, and you enemy of the weak, like literally villain of the week, and also got to have something for the other Justice League to do. So they depowered Superman a little. He's still the strong person on the team, but he get punched, knocked down, knocked into buildings. It's fine. But then when you do that, it's more like the collateral damage of while he's down, the bad guys are.
So Badger, as far as crises, you think it's kaiju, and then it's the like Engineer Ultraman fight, and then them ripping like the city in half, or how is that going?
I think the first big set piece is going to be the kaiju fight, where we see Superman try to solo it, and then with help from the Justice Gang, they are able to beat it. But because he tried to solo it, there's going to be some collateral damage, which is going to lead to the people not being so happy with him, and that's the can in the back of the head, and then Green Lantern, and then based on what we found out from the pre-novel, where the Justice Gang's already tried to recruit Superman, he's gonna be yelling at him like, hey motherfucker, I told you to stop trying to take these on by yourself and ask us for help. And the tone I got from that.
Are you okay with the raccooning from him using laser? I don't like the raccooning of his eyes.
Okay, so people are talking about this. I don't know if this is 100%. We also see pictures of him getting beaten up with kryptonite, because Mr. Metamorpho uses kryptonite, and so we can see him getting beaten by Lex's guards. I don't know if these are black eyes, because literally just got his ass beat and he hasn't healed yet. If this happens to his eyes every single time he uses heat vision for prolonged, I don't like that.
Yeah.
How would he be disguised as Clark if he constantly comes in with red eyes?
That's my point.
To put makeup on. He has super healing. That's the whole point. He has super healing. Like
Ice Breath gonna give him chapped lips.
We got this character, I believe, is they did like a CGI on the face to cover it up. It'll be different in the actual, you know how like in No Way Home they took out some of the villains.
Who's that?
Because it's very clearly Ultraman with his mask taken off. Ultraman, who's also the Hammer of Baravia. You can see them fighting here, but like you can't really tell what the face is. Others saying it looks like a gorilla, which led to someone saying they think it's they think it's Ultra Humanite, who is. I was like, what?
Oh, please God, no.
Yeah, who is one of the first. So here's what I think is happening: is that is literally either that's an in joke or something to like a reference, but honestly I think that's just Ultraman with his face mask off, but they don't want to spoil it, and so they've got his face obscured.
Does Moxie have a DC encyclopedia or something?
She does.
So hot.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things about it I like, a lot of things about it I don't like. That's the thing. I'm not. Here's the thing. say that. He looks fine. He looks just like Mr. Terrific, and he looks just like the fucking comic, and it would be disingenuous for you to say anything else. And then Eddie opens his fucking mouth and had to say shit about X-Men and representation and how he looked. And
he also talked about how he felt weird acting because he was like
Yes,
too
that
robotic. And that makes me concerned that it's not going to be a very good
Mr.
performance.
Terrific doesn't have emotions. He's calculated because he's so smart, and he's so that he may look like the character, but I don't want him to you bring that dog, man, and like that type of so we're just gonna act like Henri Black guy superhero.
It might be comic accurate, but I don't think he'll be super likable. But it's totally comic accurate. I don't care. I'd prefer he be likable.
Well, Gucci's gonna get paid $1,000, it looks like, to watch fucking Superman. I've already got my tickets for it, so I'm gonna go just because, man, I'm still 50-50. I'm still 50-50 on it.
It's tough. It's just so tough. It's just.
Wait, are you 50-50 on whether it'll be good, or are you 50-50 on whether you'll enjoy it? Because they are different things.
That's true. And maybe I'm 50-50 both.
I think you're invested in the actual actors because they're likable, but you're having trouble with the actual movie, I think. And it's just
no, because that's what I'm saying. I like the actors as their characters. So it's not just that I find David affable in the real world. I like the way he is playing Clark and Superman. I like the voice he's doing. I like the way he talks about it. I like that he mentioned there's 3 different personalities. Makes me think this motherfucker knows what he's talking about, which is why I made that video.
When you hear him talk in an interview, he sounds relaxed and he, even that little interview with Lois Lane, he sounded good. But some other parts, he sounds really stiff and feels like he's trying to force out the line.
I did not get that. When you said you had problems with his voice and I called you Delulu, it's because I honestly 100% hear no problem with his acting. He's the strongest bit of evidence for this film.
I'm fine with his voice.
I don't. Yeah.
But it's inside the Badgerdance, which means all my opinions are correct and all of yours are delusional. You could be correct on your streams, but on my stream, you're delusional.
Same,
That's how
Erwin.
that works.
Lex sounds weird.
You think Lex sounds weird?
He was the least. Nicholas Holt was the least of my concerns, but I don't like his delivery.
Really?
No.
Because we hear he's the strongest performer. Like he steals every scene he's in.
I get what Leon's saying.
Has been awful. Yeah.
He sounds,
Yeah.
And the cape. Oh, they got to work on that cape.
You really have an issue with this cape? The physics of it?
And then neck. Well, yeah, with the camera going down and him seemingly going down and the camera and or it not moving. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know if there's any
come on.
AI.
Yeah, it's and that like
which one?
Go back to Gumby down there. Go down a couple more. One more. Yeah.
Gumby.
What is that?
Well, there's more up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
like,
some rough camera work.
I am not a fan of this fish. This is done on purpose. This is a stylistic choice. I do not approve of this. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like
this
using
weird
an Insta 360
fisheye lens. Yes, I don't like it, and we've seen it.
Strap a GoPro to his chest. I'd rather see that.
Yeah.
Again, that's what I'm saying. There's so many things I like, and then there's so many things I don't like.
Why do you think they keep with that camera angle for flying, though? Because I don't know anybody who says they like it. And I feel like it's very clear that people are like, when James Gunn took over, they're like, hey, cool. Please don't do the thing from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, holy fuck. It is Adam Warlock. Oh,
It's
my
Black
God.
Adam.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Adam
Black
Warlock.
Adam.
Yes.
Black Adam did it. And people are like, please just don't do that. And people said, don't worry, James Gunn's not going to do that. And
Obligatory fucking change that suit. Please change that suit. Make it thinner. Get rid of the collar. Because my boy put in all this work, 6,000 calories a day, put on 40 pounds of muscle. In that interview that we saw, the Fandango one, he is fucking huge. His arms look big. He's taller than everyone else. And he looks like a boxy, out of shape dude in that Superman outfit.
Yep.
I agree.
I know.
I mean, the guy, he in that interview where he was on the couch, I'm like, God dang, he looks more Superman there than he does in the fucking film. I'm like,
yeah,
he's a big motherfucker. Like he looks great.
That's why I
he
said I
looks
don't know.
more handsome in the interviews than he does
No one said it yet.
Well, Andy will agree with me. V-taper, it's important for a superhero. It's exaggerated.
Yeah.
Women
You
have
have
big
no-
thick legs.
And-
Men have the V-taper.
Yes, you need your Superman to have cum gutters. I get it.
I needed to be
It's
glossy.
the drop shadow of the human body, Erwin.
Oh, well, now you're speaking his language. Yeah,
Ooh, drop shadow.
I put drop shadow on all the things you need to. It's that unspoken, that's je ne sais quoi of all the things. Yes. No, I did want to show one thing real quick before we get out of here because this is still fucking illustrated. I think that
tab it hard. Oh
no, it's just.
Why? Stop it!
Oh,
No!
no.
Oh,
What the?
We figured out how to do first person. Hey, looks, smiling Superman.
He was enjoying himself.
I saw someone.
But he looks like Stretch Armstrong on the bottom. What is going on with that? Like,
by the way, I will point out because I've actually seen it. This is not CGI. This is really David. They have a gyroscopic rig that shoots around. So every single shot that they've been saying looks like CGI is him. But they are obviously doing some horrible fucking filter to put him in the other scenes.
They pressed the little checkbox on Uncanny Valley.
Remove. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
For everything that we can make fun of.
I want to like it. God, make it easier to like James Gunn.
I more think I'm going to like it than I think I'm not going to like it. And it's going to be the strength of David, Rachel, fucker playing Jimmy, and then
yeah, and then they're gonna have a woke council and explain why everyone is black now, Badger.
I'm much more amenable to Metropolis looking all 50%, like all, you know what I'm saying?
To be fair, compared to Vikings, yeah, to be fair.
That's the thing. It's like if you do it in Cyberpunk, it doesn't matter. If you do it in Witcher, it's super fucking obvious. Pick your spot for your overt progressivism.
Badger, are you getting all the McFarlanes for the movie, or are you gonna wait to watch the movie?
No, I'll wait for them to be $9.99 on discount.
Ross.
But
yeah,
Battle Damaged Superman, Badger.
Sharpie.
It's his costume. It's his terrible costume, but even worse.
They made, because I saw someone put that figure next to the other. He's the smallest Superman. When I think in reality he's one of the tallest. He's taller than
he's
Christopher Reeve.
He's a big dude.
I want to like it, but I'm not.
So do I. I do. I want to. I want my DC to be great, but
I believe that.
I just don't
believe that.
See it. I just don't see it, and
What I was going to say is I want to like it, but not so much that I'm like blind to all of the possible fucking footholds that it's going to. Yeah, the issues, and the biggest issue is James. But you roll your eyes, you remove the sex jokes, and I go right. They removed the sex. Now, was it unfortunate that maybe they were there to begin with? But it means that they saw it, they caught it, and they went, "Hey, man, this doesn't belong," and they changed it. Thank fucking God.
But the whole point is, why do you have to put it in there to begin with?
I don't know. Why did they have to make Sonic look like that? I don't care. At the end of the day, they fixed it. That's what I care about. Why? Because James went to pedo parties. Everything is a joke to him. He makes that's the fucking answer. Why?
Sonic ended up.
Which jokes stayed? Which jokes made the cut?
Yeah. That's the other
was
thing.
Spirit when he was making it. Don't you think that again? I don't care, but like, don't you think that there's some of that maybe like they still couldn't just redo the whole thing?
Correct. And he's right.
Maybe the whole thing wasn't bad. I mean, there's lots of different types of, for example, we keep talking about sex jokes and whatnot, but there's lots of different types of comedy in there. Maybe the comedy that's there is befitting the moment, or befitting the characters.
To have a sex joke, you'd have to set the joke up. So what's going to happen around? Like you can't.
Oh, look, Christopher Reeve guessed her fucking underwear were pink. Pink. It was a set, but you know what? It was tone and time, but it's not that it can't be there. It's just who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, isn't the rumor there's something like 40 minutes or whatever shaved off this film? Now that you could say
it was like 25 or 30, something like that. But
either way, the point is there was a large chunk shaved, if the rumors be believed. At the point, like, I don't know, so far, I'm not seeing anything that doesn't seem like it could be course corrected. I mean, Badger up Sonic, I agree completely. There's
Sonic was how he looked.
I pray this is good as Sonic 1. I love Sonic 1. It's such a good movie. I am praying Superman is as good.
20% worse than Sonic 1. I'll still probably enjoy it. Like I don't know, when Badger says he's 50-50 what on the enjoyment factor or the good factor,
I'm leaning more
I get
towards
being
good than
50-50 on whether it being good. Like I'm in the same camp of whether it's gonna be good, 50-50. But in terms of whether I'll enjoy it, I'm like 70-30 because not only do I want a
I've
good
liked
Superman
every
movie,
Superman
I do
movie.
want a good Superman movie.
Yeah.
But I also just want a fun Superman movie that gets his character right. And so far, I am at least getting that vibe, and that'll be enough for me to enjoy it. Not say it's good, but enjoy it.
Understand that I've actually read comics, so I can separate and see that I look at all these different movies as a different run of the comics. You don't have to pick one. You can like all of them for different reasons. I like Star Wars and Star Trek. Never picked one. I like DC and Marvel.
But this one's written by like Mark Waid and Grant
I like
Morrison and Tom
Zack
King.
Snyder and James Gunn. But guess what? I also am a Zack Snyder hater and a James Gunn hater. It's all of the things because fuck Rebel Moon, but I like all of his good things. And the same thing with so it's like
Badger.
You're making too much sense, Badger. You're making way too much sense.
I know they're gonna come out.
Badger
is all we have to do.
Badger, I love your optimism. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that yet. But
I love Guardians. I love Guardians number one.
Badger, let me
Hated
correct what
Guardians 3.
Erwin just said. Badger, I love your optimism. Turns out you still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Fucking watch Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen
insinuating I won't like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and it will take away my optimism.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is mid at best. I don't like using the word
I was
mid.
about to say Leon.
You don't need to watch Guardians 3 because you're about to get Guardians 4.
Yeah.
It's How to Train Your Dragon. He sucked all of the soul out of it, and we got Sean Gunn and like instead of Yondu, and it was terrible.
But he shouldn't have killed my mom and squished my Walkman, and the fucking he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy was enough for me. And the crying at the end, I cried my ass
I
every
will
time.
say that of all the
funeral
characters
for
in
Yondu?
Guardians
Come on.
3, Peter Quill does get the most satisfying ending. Like I liked the final scene with him and whatnot, but if that's the best you're gonna give me, that's rough.
I barely even remember Guardians 3. It was so
awful.
unmemorable.
Yeah,
I'd say what the ending was, but I don't want to spoil it for Badger. if
This
he
is
does
the
final
balance. Rossi for 2. Zack Snyder can kiss my staff. Yeah, how's your staph infection? My staff ass. We have to have a balance. We can't be all negative. All right, the dark side can be over in the diabolical, and then the light can be in one, and then we've got the balance.
I call
He's the
Grey Pill.
prince.
I call
Yes,
Grey Pill.
he's the gray Jedi.
It's true. I can't
Feel your anger,
I'm the Rey Skywalker of the Cabal. One could say.
No, but you're far more liked. Erwin.
Sorry, I meant Ray Palpatine.
An hour and a half,
Tomorrow.
171 people watching. This is the golden ratio. Tomorrow?
1 p.m. Eastern. No, just Saturday. I don't know what
That's
we'll
right.
talk
Come in
about.
Tokyo,
Whatever
come
I
in
can pull
Tokyo.
up. Mostly video games.
Yeah.
I already talked about all my weird, creepy Japanese dudes today, so we won't
Erwin's
have
going
to
to make
do
someone
that.
very happy one day.
I got it out of the way. And she doesn't deserve me. Absolute pleasure being here. Go play Expedition 33 before I spoil it all for you in my amazing
So happy
video.
to have you. And now you've seen the beauty that Charlie Cox is a good actor.
A good voice actor, I agree.
How dare you?
Have you seen
Goose?
Stardust? Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Stardust is.
I love
put it on your wheel.
Stardust.
Put it on
Going
your wheel.
I'm literally pulling it up right now.
It is an absolute joy. Goose, you would love Stardust.
I'll add
It's
it next to
delightful.
Oppenheimer.
I can't tell if you're joking. I legitimately like Stardust.
I 100% love that movie. It stars Charlie Cox trying to
Weird
impress
names.
Sienna Miller, and goes to retrieve a shooting star.
Oh, 2007.
Maybe I need to give it a rewatch because I watched it in 7th grade and fucking hated it. But 7th grade was a very long.
You're gay, so you should have liked it.
It's got CABAL in it too.
Hey, you know, honestly, you're kind of right. So again, maybe it's a rewatch.
it does.
It's been a very long time.
Robert De Niro,
Michelle Pfeiffer as well.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
De Niro's
solid.
my favorite in it. He's hilarious.
Yep, he's very. We won't
Ian
spoil
Mc-
the twist for you.
Ian McKellen as the narrator. What the hell? It's on the wheel.
Rossi, you shut your mouth. What you talking about? Stardust was great.
It's the staph infection. Just let him be.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
the
May cause
the
irritability.
antibiotics and the pain medication, which they told you not to mix.
And by the way, he admitted the doctor she was pregnant when she told him no. When she looked down at him and stared into his eyes and said no.
Dead in the eye.
Yeah, dead in the eye.
Dead in the eye.
Erwin's got a whole system. I love it.
Jesus, Erwin.
I love
I'll
it.
mix whatever I want to mix.
I miss it.
I'm an adult.
Glad you don't have kids to go beat now. Hey, how is Grogu?
My poops are gonna be so
Did you-
liquidy tomorrow. What?
Oh God!
Did
What
you
were you
get
gonna say?
baby Joey?
Oh my god!
Did you get that, Joey? No?
I'm done. I'm done.
No, I'm gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna go get the Grogu, and hopefully I don't have to use the public restroom at the used bookstore.
All right, yeah, because that's a they/them bathroom. Leon, do you
Doing
have
upper
anything
deck.
to plug?
I mean, yeah,
Later on,
my
Leon,
stream
Leon?
is literally starting
Right now?
Yeah.
Actually, I should go
starting
right
very
into you
soon.
since
Yeah.
you're actually going to start. Let me do
yeah.
that while everyone else does their outro.
For those of you curious, guest tonight is 40K Empress. We're going to have a fantastic time. I didn't know that she knew who I was. That was pretty cool. She rated me the other day. I was like, oh shit, I wanted to talk to you for a while. She's like, oh, well, DM me, and we've been DMing, and so yeah, she's on the show tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
Let's go.
Why you?
Awesome.
She's about like Warhammer.
Yeah. But well, we're going to talk. I
assuming?
mean, it's Neon Leon, so I'm going to be interviewing her and whatnot. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of Warhammer talk because her name is fucking 40K Empress, and I went through her videos, and let me tell you, she knows her stuff. So,
Oh well, someone who also knows their stuff. A Foxy Moxie Dame. Hi.
I know nothing. That's why I had to get dictionaries and encyclopedias to keep up with you nerds. I will be not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to some dinner. But Sunday, be hanging out with Gooch and Gang, and then Monday I'm having some saucy gravel with Darnell.
Oh yeah, Gooch, that's what you're doing. You
Yeah,
have
late
Gucci
night with
Gang.
Gucci Gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Doolies. You absolute treasures. How are you?
Great.
Delightful. Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure as always. It really is. He's the prince, but you guys are the darlings. Best friends. Let me tell you something about my best friends. Anything to plug?
I like Katie and Andy more than me.
Me too. They
I
don't
like her
disappoint
more than
me nearly as much as I disappoint myself.
Let's put down that cat. Let's put down the cat now.
Okay.
Let's
We
put that-
have,
Let's put that. No,
I've-
yeah.
dang
Let's
it.
just stop. Let's just stop.
I finished my booze.
Yeah.
I finished my booze.
Do you guys have anything to plug? What you got going
Members watch party tomorrow
Yay,
for Constantine, and then
Hanging out with you guys all.
yeah, you guys Sunday, and then catch a Monday.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yes, sir. FCE Live Sunday night, and I was so triggered by Predator Killer of Killers after rewatching it that I'm thinking I might need to do like a long form lore video on the Yachua and how the recent adaptations and sequels have sort of ruined it. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to know. So we got in a couple Alien Earth like trailers and little clip trailers and whatnot. How you feeling about Alien Earth yet?
I'm feeling better about Alien Earth than I was about Predator Killer of Killers.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be better than Killer of Killers for sure.
Man.
Turns out Vikings are a patriarchal society, and where they're really strong, and they could take predators while underwater and like chained to things. And don't you worry, Grandma Vikings are very strong.
Are they as diverse as How to Train Your Dragon Vikings though?
It's basically the same thing.
Diversity is
the
their
next
strength.
predator, the next Predator Killer of Killers. It's going to be based on my Sicilian grandmother and how she took on a predator. Hey, that tomato sauce is not thick enough. Like,
The unfortunate thing, and I think Niat knows this, is any and all criticism that he does and tries to correct them on the Yachua, they're just going to say it's a branch off species.
They can try.
Yeah, you know that's what they're going to say. It's like the fucking super predator shit.
I was gonna say Nat loved his super predators, and then Killer Killers introduced this super duper
The
predator.
super duper one.
Yeah.
We're paying, bitch. No, I
Oh
can't
well,
look forward to that.
they're super duper until a plot convenience requires them to be incompetent to allow the protagonist to win. So
we try. We here at Inside the Badger Den try to inform you all of the ongoings of the pop culture world, and sometimes the political one.
Remember,
Don't give
don't
it the
forget-
word.
oh, don't forget about Irwin's shits.
That's
Tomorrow,
important news.
1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Remember, chat, never trust a fart. Mr. Tech Rat, what you got going on? Will you be
man.
seeing How to Train Your Dragon on your own? Will you maybe high sail the seas?
I've got a list of movies now, almost as long as Irwin to watch.
Oh my god! Yeah, and finish solo leveling for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no shit. It was nice hanging out with you guys as always.
It's a pleasure as always. Glad you are
To
able
all
to
of
be
you
among us.
Abalian fathers, happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Is
Happy.
it? Yeah, I believe it's my mic.
Yeah.
We'll get you a new one. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Mr. Tech Rat, you are included, of course. Scooch, Andy. Won't out anyone. Leon, I guess.
Leon.
He's more of a mother, but that's all right.
I'm
Happy
nurturing.
Mother's Day. Yeah, no, Leon. Yes.
I have 29
Rossi.
new movies on my movie
Dad's
watch
Father's Day
list.
gift came in today, though. That's awesome.
Come at me,
Rossi, I
Tech
know
Rat.
you're an uncle, but let's face it, you got that staph infection. You probably have several children now that you will be finding out about in a few years. Rossi for 5. Niet, what IP lore has been destroyed more, Star Wars or Alien Predator?
I probably am more protective about the Alien and Predator lore, so I'd probably say them, but at the same time, the damage that Disney has done to Star Wars is immeasurable.
Mog. Was there a Mog in Alien Predator?
You might feel more strongly, but there's no way you could argue that like Star Wars has been
Badger's not even happy with Spaceball.
decimated.
Well, I did say the damage that Disney's done has been immeasurable, but I'm more
immeasurable is a good word.
I'm a bit more sensitive to the damage done to Alien and Predator.
But I would argue that that could also just be ignored and forgotten, and all it takes is like one good. They didn't like go in and bring back the original 3 famous Predators and not have them together in a fucking movie.
Yeah,
they did Predator overdose from hunting.
They did something worse. They destroyed the honor code and ethics of
That
the
is
Yacht
fair.
Club.
That is fair. But that's just a different tribe, Niet. The main ones wouldn't do that.
Oh my
See?
God. That's like
See
the
these
most
sons of bitches?
thing I've ever heard, man. I love it.
Yeah, by far. All right. I don't like Spaceballs. Sorry. There, I said it. But I'm not going to say that everyone that likes Spaceballs has like rose-tinted glasses and it's not a funny movie. I'm just compromised because I like Star Wars so much that I can't joke about it, even though I think the Family Guy Star Wars things are funny. So I'm a hypocrite, and/or I just don't think Spaceballs is funny, and I guess I'm proving Erwin right.
Andor, hold on.
Shit.
Andor, you just don't think it's funny?
Spaceballs is blasphemy, is what you're saying? Also, Andor
Look,
sucks.
all you have to
We're not talking about Andor.
Spaceballs is dated. That's what it is.
Spaceballs is better than Andor. I said it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Get out!
What?
Robin Hood Men in Tights is the best, though. That's all.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That is funny. We're men in tights.
Get out! Is it something I said? You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
No, it wasn't. You were wonderful,
You were
sweetie.
fine, Dad.
Yeah. Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone! Is this some radical new therapy? You see?
Gatekeeper for $20. Just shut down. Saw you on Badger. Wanted to show you some love. Love you, bud. I have feelings. Love you, bud. I owe you shout outs, Erwin. Hope all you guys are well and wish you all continued success. To all the fathers, I wish you a happy Father's Day. And oh my God, what a great way. Gatekeeper. Another one.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
All right, everyone. Thank you.
That's how you end a stream right there.
That is how
Gatekeeper Super?
you
Oh my
end
God.
a stream. Well, I mean, actually, you end a stream like this.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.